Going to start my speech in 3, 2, 1. As the opposition, we strongly disagree with the proposition based on these points. First, not many people in big cities want to move to rural areas as they have already settled with the region they live in. Not mention if they have kids that have already gone to school there, their jobs that they do not want to leave, their business, etc. One of the reasons is that when they are in a big city, they are used to the environment and atmosphere, both in terms of the community around where they live, tourist attraction, and also how we get our daily needs. Furthermore, school facilities in villages are not as complete as those in cities. Likewise, the road access that can be passed is not adequate to be used as a road for students to pass. The salary of a job in the city is greater than the salary of a job in the village. Companies in villages will not want to pay workers from cities because of the high wages. There is also the possibility of the people in villages do not want to accept workers from the city due to cultural differences, which can trigger conflict and different views. To reach workplaces, the facilities in villages are also not as complete as in the cities. This makes it difficult for workers to go to their workplace. A business that has been run in the city will be very different, and it will be also be difficult to move it to the village. If someone already has a permanent place of business in the city, it will be very difficult to rebuild their business place in the village, as well as customers who are already in the city. Later, if the business is moved to the village, that person will have to attract new customers. Apart from that, the villagers are not consumptive of the goods they sell, so they prefer to make their own rather than buying them. Second, rather than giving large incentives to urban communities, I prefer the government to donate money to rural areas so that they can develop infrastructure and human resources so that they can equalize the income of big cities. If the place is good, people will definitely be interested in moving to that area with complete infrastructure and transportation. For example, education. Most village people choose to get education in the city because the scope of education in village is smaller than in cities due to inadequate infrastructure and rural areas. So instead of incentives, it will be better if the government invested budget funds to develop village infrastructure according to the characteristic of each region. Well, if the area develops according to expectations, the infrastructure develops, then the area can equalize its income with the city area. For example, if an area has advantages in farming, it is better for the government to invest money in farming activities there. As well as the tourism aspects in the area, the government can develop infrastructure so that the areas have the potential to increase regional income. With the existence of infrastructure in this aspect, tourists will be increasingly interested in visiting. Facilities increase, infrastructure increase, then the area can also increase tourism rates. Moreover, leveraging the untapped potential of rural tourism can unlock the plethora of economic opportunities. Investing in ecotourism initiatives, heritage conservation, and hospitality infrastructure can turn rural areas into sought-after destinations, attracting visitors and generating revenue streams for local business. This not only preserves cultural heritage, but also creates jobs in hospitality, transportation, and handicrafts, thereby catalyzing inclusive growth. Furthermore, enhancing educational facilities in rural areas is crucial for nurturing human capital and unlocking the full potential of the workforce. By investing in schools, vocational training centers, and digital infrastructure, the government can ensure that rural youth have access to quality education and skill development opportunities, empowering them to contribute meaningfully to the economy and break the cycle of poverty. By doing these things, rural areas can become just as good as cities, with lots of opportunities for everyone who lives there. Last one, by giving urban citizens incentives to move to rural areas, we might unintentionally harm the environment. This is because building new houses and infrastructures in rural areas often involves clearing natural green spaces and forests. Instead of preserving the natural beauty of the countryside, this could result in the creation of concrete jungles, with trees and greenery replaced by buildings and roads. In addition, before we tell people to move to the countryside, we need to think about how it will affect the environment. Building new stuff in rural areas usually means we chopping down trees and taking away green spaces. We don't want our countryside to become a concrete jungle, so we've got to be careful. However, before we encourage city folks to move to the countryside, we need to make sure we're not harming the environment. We can do this by promoting eco-friendly building practices, protecting natural habitats, and inventing a renewable energy. It's also important to talk to local communities and listen to their concerns about development. By working together, we can find ways to grow while still taking care of the environment. Additionally, it's super important to talk to the people who live in rural areas and involve them in making decisions about how to develop their communities. When we listen to their worries and ideas, we can come up with plans that help the economy grow with also protecting nature. By working together and thinking carefully, we can make sure that rural areas stay awesome places to live with beautiful landscapes and healthy ecosystems for a long time to come. In conclusion, we reject the proposition because it doesn't consider the practical challenges and environmental risk of encouraging city people to move to rural areas. Instead, we support the balanced approach that focuses on sustainable development, fair resource allocation, and environmental protection to ensure the well-being of both urban and rural communities in the long run. Thank you.